What up? What up? What up? With everybody? Mile high salute. Who you tuning into? Sevlo Hotels. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Hit the notification bell. I'm doing a I'm doing a requested video a little different. I was gonna do this on video format, but um, I lost. This phone's acting up, and I have to get a new way to do video. So I'm in the process of getting a new phone or something I can record off of because the phone that I was doing off of, it's kind of acting up. So big shout out to everybody, and I want everybody to know I am not promoting gang violence. I'm not promoting the gang culture. I'm just telling a testimony, giving life experience, and shining some light on the Denver Metro. So yeah, this video comes from the comment section. The homie Easy Dub C. My high salute to you, bro. Um, and you knew me for a minute, before I even went to the penitentiary. Um, and before I went to the penitentiary, I remember meeting you downtown, and pretty much we was in the process of pushing, you know what I'm saying, a movement with the Blue Drop at Thug One. So a little bit about how that all started, man, because it's like a history thing with my family. So back in the '90s, um, a lot of people were coming out with music out of here in Denver, Colorado, and I always had older cousins that did music, and they were always, doing it as a hobby. Well, when I got a little bit older, I was in like sixth, seventh grade. My cousins formed this music group called Arapo Trues. And Arapo Trues, at first, the origin of Arapo Trues um, was, you know, three fools from the neighborhood, Brick City. Brick City, the original Brick City, before it was even fools were actually tuned into the gangbanging aspect. Brick City, there was original Brick City like poppers. Everybody from the project was representing Brick City in Arapahoe courts. Dang, are you serious? Hey, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, or is it choppy? Chalky? Is it choppy? Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can write in the comment section you can hear me or not. Because on this end it says that I have to try again. So if not, I'm gonna go in the house and do this. But um, so, anyways, if you could hear me, you know what I'm saying, say yes or no. Um, so the three Arapo Trues was Biggie, Loke, Sane, Strict Nine, PAC. PAC and Strict Nine, the first, the older gentlemen of the group, um, they were forming into the music aspect, right? Hey, Tommy, can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me loud and clear? Is it choppy a little bit, or you know what I'm saying? Can you hear me? Um, if not, I'm gonna go in the house where I could get some. Yeah, okay, okay. Mile high salute. What up, Tommy? So there was Strict Nine and there was PAC, and my cousin was the youngest one out of the group. Bible Little Eloke Insane. While Arapahoe Trues was from the block of Arapahoe Street in Eastside Denver, Five Points area. It used to be called Arapahoe Court Projects, low income housing back in the '90s, and even before that, it was called the Middles. And everybody in the projects, they represented Brick City. Everybody called the projects Brick City. So there used to be the old projects, and they actually tore them down and remodeled them to the more current projects before they tore all the projects down. Um, they formed a group from Arapahoe Street. So now, if you see my tattoo right there, it says Arapahoe, 27th Street. The 27th Street, six, do 7 was a block from East Denver. That group actually was formed from 27th and Arapahoe, 26th and Arapahoe. One big reasoning why is because when you went down to 26th and Arapahoe, 27th and Arapahoe, my family owned a gang of the property over there. My family owned the houses that were on 27th and 26th and Arapahoe. My grandpa actually owned the properties. They had a corner store, and everybody in the projects from back in the day remembers the corner store, Ahmed's. If you remember in the 90s, Ahmed, and you were in them projects right there, the low-income projects, you remember the corner store on 26 and Arapahoe, and Ahmed's actually was the dude that was there for years, but they were renting from grandpa's, they were renting from my grandpa. Rest in peace, Roy C. He passed away later down the road. So fools in the projects right there, they were real pride. They had a lot of pride for the block, 27 Arapahoe. And that block right there in the 90s, when the summer of violences happened in the 90s, that block, the projects right there, they actually, it was a very, very, very violent area. The 90s summer of violence, people actually was getting killed right there. And they actually made the article a newspaper, and they called that shit the corner of death, 27 Arapahoe. Well, that was normal life to the family, generational to the family, you know. So Brick City was already there before the Bloods and Crips actually, you know what I'm saying, formed in Denver, Colorado, 89, the late 80s, you know. Crippin', what up, Ghost Loke? You know what I'm saying? Crippin' hit the Denver Metro real tough. Brick City was already established before Crippin'. Crippin' came after Brick City out here. And Brick City original fools, they were on the block on 27 Arapahoe. What up, Rada? What's up, Joe? They were on the block 27 Arapahoe, right? This was original Brick City. This was fools that were representing Brick City. There was poppers from the block, bro, that used to break dance. The corner used to be cracking, bro. My family's corner, it used to be the spot that you wanted to be. They had a Mama's Burrito over there where fools could go buy a nice ass smothered burrito. The family had enchiladas. They had chili rellenos, bro. The family had the establishment over there since they were over on the block since 1940, bro. Just say my family was over there in the turf since 1940. Cisneros family. Everybody knew Gramps as Roy C. You know, he had the army trucks over there, man. And my grandpa, he got smart back in the day when he was younger. He bought all that property in East Denver by the projects. He bought all that property, and he actually bought this old school miniature mansion that was right there on 27th to California. So California was the next block over from 26, 27 Arapahoe. My grandpa bought an old governor's mansion, and that became the legacy of Cisneros. I'm a Cisneros. So that my family, before the turf, before the neighborhood, the hood, my family was already on that block on Arapahoe, 26, 27 Arapahoe. They started the shit. And to this day, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know the Cisneros family, you was in the projects, man, I gotta ask you, bro. I gotta say, hey, was you really in the projects? So just a little rundown. 27, 26 became my family's block. All the relatives lived over there. My mom lived over there. My aunties lived over there. My uncles lived over there. Grandmas, grandpas. My whole family consisted on that block, 26, 27 Arapahoe. We would have big old functions on 26, 27 Arapahoe. And when we had functions on 26 and 27 Arapahoe, bro, you had my family, that which became Brick City Crippin', the east side, 27 block original. And then you had ESGs that were right next door. And the ESGs had beef with a lot of fools in the hood. ESGs, they were Doucette fools too, 27 block ESG. They had beef with Compton Crip Riders. They had beef with some of the Odie hoods. They had beef with Crip hoods in the projects. And you got to understand the projects, predominantly when Crippin' hit Denver in 89, the projects flipped the whole projects. Arapahoe Courts, all flipped to Crippen. Everybody over there became Keyways, besides ESG and the Deuce Five Raiders and other families over there. But majority of the projects in the East Side, period, became the stopping ground for Crippen. That was the first neighborhood Crippen had flooded in Denver back in the 89s, early 90s. You know what I'm saying? But 89 for sure. But Brick City was there on the block 27 Arapahoe. So just giving you a rundown. Later down the road, when neighborhoods formed and the hoods started forming, three fools that were over there on the block, original Brick City fools, older Arapahoe block fools, they said, let's form a group called Arapahoe Trues from Arapahoe block. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like having some real essence and real rooted to the neighborhood. You form a music group called Arapahoe Trues. Trey Real Underground Evil Side Soldiers, Trey Real Underground East Side Soldiers. So they formed this group, Arapahoe Trues. And I know before that, there was another group out here called Concrete Poetry. And Arapahoe Trues actually messed with Concrete Poetry, but Concrete Poetry consisted of different fools. Like they were not all from the East Denver. They were not all from East Denver, right? So Arapahoe Trues start having a lot of people follow their shit. And I'm talking about, this is when Denver really didn't have a lot of like fools doing music. The essence of music was like Arapahoe Trues. You had Cutting Crew. You had Concrete Poetry, DJ Fame. You had Nike Nitty, Nike Loke. You had Player Litico, all them fools. They were doing music in Denver. You had Denver's Most Wanted, Glock 9, which were two groups. Glock 9 turned into two different groups. And Arapahoe Trues. You know, that was Black Hole Posse was doing it at the time. You had there was other groups, but what my main point was, Arapahoe True. The main point is Denver really in the 90s didn't have that many artists, you know? They didn't really have that many fools doing music, and the fools that were doing music, I'm gonna be 100% real, and I know this is gonna sound biased as hell. A lot of fools that were doing music out here, they did not have a sound that fools wanted to tune in. I'm not trying to hate, but fools would hear fools from Denver and be like, that shit is boo-boo, bro. I remember just hearing fools from outside sources, hearing like other rappers from Denver. They were like, that shit is whack, homie. Denver does not have any talent. Well, there was, you know, and I know fools from Denver can remember this. When I stroll, Fedro, top down, rolling real slow. So they had Pure Devotion too. That was a group that had another anthem in Denver. But a lot of fools just wasn't feeling the Denver feel, bro. Denver really didn't have that, you know, that talent out here, bro. And I can honestly say, being a Denver native and being rooted to the music out here, man, I always used to be disappointed in a lot of fools that actually were artists out here. Cause I'm like, bro, anybody hears that outside of Denver, that shit's boo-boo. That shit it does not sound good. It's not a good representation of Denver, Colorado. Now, to Denver natives and families out here and people that represent their family, they're going to be like, yeah, that shit was tight. Them songs was dope. But I promise you, you throw a concert and the only people that are showing up for them rap groups was their own family members, maybe their baby's mom, and you know what I'm saying? They're real family members to show support. But I'm going to be honest, there was not really nobody representing the town right. So Arapahoe Trues, they formed and they got a whole new sound. Arapahoe Trues got that, you know what I'm saying? That shit that's chopping, bro. Arapahoe Trues had everybody feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying? To a point, fools started recognizing who Arapahoe Trues were. Who are them fools? Arapahoe Trues. And I'm going to tell you like this. Arapahoe Trues didn't have a everyday Denver look either. Arapahoe Trues were Mexicanos. Arapahoe Trues were gang banged out, braided down, Mexicanos with braids. See, now you see a lot of fools in Denver with braids and shit, bro. But I'm gonna tell you like this: Arapahoe Trues was the first trendsetters when it came to fools being fishbone down, braided down with lopes. Like, they were the first to actually push that line. And a lot of fools, they were like who are these fools from the east side? Arapaho Trues. Them fools, they too gang banged out. Why do them fools got braids? They ain't supposed to be rocking braids. They were mad at Arapaho Trues. But the females, they loved Arapaho Trues. They loved Arapaho Trues, right? Arapaho Trues, they get a little bit of bread. They get some money. They get a little bit of money out here in Denver. A lot of fools they started hearing that sound. They started putting money up for Arapaho Trues to travel. So Arapaho Trues, they travel to the Bay Area. They travel to Northern Cali. They started messing with Sally Sal. They started messing with Be Legit. They started messing with E40 Fonzarelli. They started living out in California with all these fools going back and forth to Denver. And this was the first time anybody actually traveled outside of the Denver metro to go push music. Well, when fools started hearing Arapaho Trues, even them Cali fools, them Northern Cali fools, the Bay Area fools from Fresno, fools from Frisco, they were like, them fools is up here, man. My high salute to the people that did stay, if y'all still here. You know what I'm saying? So getting back to the story, man, and I'm not gonna try to make this too long, but you know what I'm saying? The homie asked it for the request, and I can't do a video, so I'm doing a live stream for it. So make sure this is cool. Check. So anyways, man, so Arapaho Trues, they travel to Northern Cali. They travel to Northern Cali, start messing with all these fools from Northern Cali, you know what I'm saying? From the Bay Area to Fresno to Frisno, San Francisco. They started messing with all kinds of fools. Spice One, Killer Tay, Luna Coleon, Sally Sal, Be Legit, T Nutty Nut, Yuck Mouth, The Regime, all them fools, man. You know what I'm saying? They started messing with them fools tough. Now, yeah. If it goes dead again, bro, I'll have to do this later on, but thank you for staying. You know what it is. So they were going out there because they were putting out this project called Arapaho Trues, original rhyme and hardcore hip hop blues from Denver, Colorado. They went out there to get features. They get features on that first album, bro. And nobody in Denver could actually believe that shit because Arapaho Trues was in full effect. So, fast forward, Arapaho Trues has a campaign that comes out. And this is in 96, 95, 97 time frame. I'm a kid. I'm a baby, right? But these are my older cousins. I'm like, the older cousins, they riding, bro. So we're in the east side, and I'm having problems at the house right now going to the east side because that's where I'm originally from. I go back. My mom's living in the west side. I'm going on the bus, and I'm going to the east side, to the block, to where my cousins were. You know what I'm saying? So I started going to the east side every day. My mom was like, you're going to live with your cousins. At this time, Arapaho Trues was getting, damn, it's all scratchy. Y'all still can hear me? At this time, Arapaho Trues is starting to have a buzz in the Denver metro. These new fools from East Denver, Arapaho Trues, they got shit featured with all the Bay Area fools, bro. So I started hearing this shit. I started wanting to be a part of it. I'm like, older cousin, can I ride with you to the concerts, cuz? You got to get he would be like, my older cousin, bro, he'd be like, hey, go to school this week and we'll pick you up and we're going to go to these concerts. So I thought I was cool money, man. One day I'm in the east side and over the Denver radio station, it was before it was 107.5. It used to be KS 104. That's what it used to be in Denver. It was the rap hip hop station. We're in the east side on the block, and all of a sudden I hear screaming, and they're playing that Battle Round Through Your Dough, Flags on My Face shining up the 44, bang, yeah, to Arapaho Street. It's over the loudspeaker on the radio. So I'm still young, and I'm like, these fools is some celebrities, bro. I thought I'm young though, you know what I'm saying? But hearing them on the radio, I'm thinking that they're celebrities, bro. I said, my older cousins is on the radio. I got to be a part of this. So I started sneaking out, going with the older cousins. My older cousins are OGs from the hood also. So at that time, going out, at that time in the 90s out here, it was a lot of beef. So Rapo Trues was music foods, but they were still foods from a turf. They were still banging. So I started writing the severity of what comes with riding with the Rapo Trues. There was a Rapo Trues, and the record label was called Paper Route Records from Denver, but they also called it Paper Route Clicking. Paper Route Click. And we used to wear shirts that said Paper Route Click. So when we used to go out to these shows, we'll have a Rapahoe Paper Route Click shirts on. We'll have, you know what I'm saying? They make a Rapahoe with the old school Bronco jerseys that said 27 on it. And we would be deep. And we would wear these big old locks on our neck, right? Locks with this big old chain and a lock just in case stuff popped off. Because there also was different situations that popped off at these concerts. At Paramount Theater, Rapo Trues gets in with some fools called Afterworld, and they get into a big old riot. So after that, it started becoming more activated at these concerts. So we started getting deep. I started rowing super tough with a Rapo Trues, and that became a consistent daily based thing. That's how I started that's how I started actually riding with the Paper Route and Rapo Trues. I started making that an everyday job. I was with my older cousins all the time. Later down the road, they started doing a lot of concerts. They started doing a lot of concerts in the Denver Metro. You already know. You know what it is. Let's go, champions. They started doing a lot of concerts in the Denver Metro. A Rapo Trues already had shine. So they were already doing their thing. There was another group that was coming up under a Rapo Trues, and they were called Blue Drop and Thug One. These were other little homies from our neighborhood, from the hood that I'm from. These fools also were a part of the Paper Route Click, but these fools, they could snap. These fools had super, super tight flow. And they were chopping it, man. Throw your rags in the air. Little me, you better hush, little buster. So they had the real Midwest chopper, and they put out a group called Blue Drop and Thug One. Thug Parlay, over here where the bosses stay. They had some super tight classics. So in that aspect, they started getting recognition from different fools that were already in the game. Yuckmouth from the Loonies. If you don't know who the Loonies are, I got 5 on it. Started messing with PAC. PAC was a member of the Rapo Trues, and PAC started messing with the Regime Camp. Then after that, bro, in the early 2000s, I was getting a little bit older, and I was already riding on a daily basis. My cousins get in contact with the Food Tech 9. Get in contact with the Food Tech 9 from Strange Music. You know, this is when Tech first came out. You know what I'm saying? The old school Tech 9, he was on the Strange, he was the Strange Music. But he had the Absolute Power Tour cracking. And the Absolute Power Tour, this was like one of his first tours. He puts a Rapo Trues on the Absolute Power Tour in the whole Colorado sector. So a Absolute Power Tour went from Denver, Colorado, all the way to the Colorado Springs, all the way to Greeley, all the way to Boulder, all the way to where else did they have it? They went Greeley, Springs, Pueblo, and he put a Rapo Trues on that tour. So, you know me, I'm in it. This is the first time I actually ran into that fool Tech 9, because we started messing with Tech pretty tough. He blew up after a while. Everybody knows who Tech 9 is. But this is when Tech 9 wasn't even as big as he was. He was still going to the Ogden Theater, bro. And we started opening up for a lot of the Tech 9 concerts out here. And I'm on the Paper Route Records. I'm on Paper Route Click. So I'm involved with all what's going on with a Rapo Trues. I'm traveling to these tours with a Rapo Trues, and we're going to this Tech 9 tour, and we opened up. And for one little funny thing about the Tech 9 concert, at the time, it was a lot more. There was ICP fools, juggalos, and then you would have like blood fools, you know what I'm saying? Like blood fools that like supported him. And actually at the time, because now he got a different kind of crowd that rocks with him. But at this time, a lot of the little Mexican blood fools was rocking with that fool. And a lot of fools like in Springs, he had a big population over there. So when you go to these concerts, We all the homies is Crips, East Side Brick City Crips. When you go to these concerts, you're liable to run into fools that don't like it, fools that are not feeling that shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, we don't care. So one little story about the Tech Nine concert. It's for the Absolute Power Tour. We're over there in Springs, and my whole thing, all I did on stage to be a hype man was actually crit walk across the stage. That was my whole thing. And I was happy to do it because I'm young and I'm experiencing this shit. So I get to crit walking in Colorado Springs across the whole stage, bro. And tell me why the whole stage started booing me, right? Because like I said, they're all majority Red Rag fools. And they started booing me. And then the homie gets on the microphone. He's like, I see fools don't like it in the crowd. And he started making the crowd get mad. So I'll hop off the stage and almost fighting all these fools. While Travis Henry, he's Tech Nine's manager. He's Tech Nine's manager. And he's cool. Like, he's cool with Arapo Trues. He's the one that messes with Arapo Trues. He's like, hey, bro, y'all messing up the money, man. Come back to the VIP. So we went to go party and shit. And we went back to Pueblo to this big old house party. No, actually, it was in Springs. And then we did the next day in Pueblo. And we went back to party this all-nighter in Pueblo. But that's kind of how, you know what I'm saying, I started doing music. Then later down the road, like after that, me and my cousin, we come out with this group ourselves, and I started doing music actually myself because I was always featuring on songs, bro. Like I did music a lot. Like I could rap, I could harmonize. My family's real talented when it comes to that shit. So me and my cousins, like, bro, we're young, you know, and I'm on the promotional team. I'm selling CDs in Denver. I'm out here, you know, because my cousins used to burn these CDs, and we would do mixtapes, and they would actually have CDs that they would press up, and we would get out here to the Denver Metro, and we would go slang CDs. That's how I was making my money. I had a gift to gab. Your boy Savage could sell, what do they say? Snow to the Eskimo? I could sell anything to anybody, bro. So when we're out there, I'm playing the game. I'm like, we're on a tour and I'm selling CDs to everybody. I'm selling CDs like hotcakes, right? I really thought I thought I was in the rapper's life 100%, bro. And we started doing that, you know, and we started being the face. So fools would be like, Paper Route Click. That's that fool Launch. They used to call me Seven Launch. Like, that's that fool Launch. So we came out with a group called Launching Gats. The youngsters, you know what I'm saying? The youngest fools from the entourage, Launching Gats. And we had a song called Out the Lex Suited. This is right before I went to the penitentiary. And Out the Lex Suited, this is the time MySpace was cracking. This was the time all that shit was cracking. The buzz around Out the Lex Suited from the female audience was out of this world, bro. Every female was trying to bump that shit that we would show. So it started getting a little buzz, and we didn't even have a group at this time. We were just calling ourselves Launching Gats, but we had a music, and our sound was like the younger generation, and they were like, Launching Gats, man, y'all should come out with a group, because we did that one song, Out the Lex Suited. So we eventually formed a group called Launching Gats. But when we were doing this and we could have took off, this is when we started catching penitentiary time too, because like I said, it was homies from the hood trying to do business, but we were still active gangbangers. Like, we were doing stuff that we shouldn't have been doing. We should have just focused in on music. That's what we should have did. Well, anyways, some of the Rapo Trues, they get caught up for some cases. They're looking at a gang of time. Then me and my baby bro, we get caught up for a gang of time, and a gang of, like, the homies started getting caught up for prison cases. So it put the music on hold. Well, I go to the penitentiary, and I'm like, dang, homie, like, I get 10 years, and I'm like, man, if I could get out, I could still do this music thing. Like, we had a buzz, and I'm calling the homies on the home front, like, hey, you still pushing that music? And my cousin, he's like, yeah, we still got that shit cracking. So he's like, let me let you hear this song. I'm like, damn, homie, this fool, my cousin, elevated in his beats. This fool got super tight with the beats, and he got the buzz. And now he tells me, and he's older, like my cousin's older now. He's like, hey, bro, I got the clubs on lock. I got the super clubs on lock. And I'm in the penitentiary. He's telling me in this penitentiary, he's like, I'm just waiting for you to touch down for we can start doing this music. I start seeing, he starts sending me pictures, and they're doing a lot of shows. A Rap Trues, the homie, not a Rap Trues, but Blue Drop of Thug One, Gats, and Gats started sewing up different venues, bro. My cousin started really sewing up different venues because my cousin Gats, that fool is one of the hardest producers in Denver, Colorado. Like Gats's beats, super. They're like advanced. I put them up against anybody out here in Denver that got the beats. But I was like, homie, when I get home, I need to get on that track. So anyways, long story short, I get love and I go to the halfway house. I go to Phoenix Center from the penitentiary. I go to the Phoenix Center. I was in the penitentiary for 4 years at the time. I hadn't got out a day. So when I got to the halfway house, Phoenix Center, my cousin's the first fool I call. I call my cousin Gats and I'm like, bro, I'm at the halfway. He's like, it's time to do music. I said, I can't get out. He's like, all right, whenever you can get out. And he just had bought a new whip. He had one of them 300 Chryslers. Like he thought he was flossed out. So I start getting work pass. I start getting these work passes out to go try to find work. But my stupid ass, I'm free now. My stupid ass starts going to the studio, bro. I'm supposed to be at the halfway house looking for a job, but my ass is so stupid. I start going to the studio instead of going to look for the job. That turns into now I started sipping a little something because I think I got the system, you know what I'm saying, played out. I think I actually gained something on the system. So I started drinking a little bit. That turns into drinking a lot on a daily basis, going to the studio and doing music. And I'm not even gonna lie, bro, we did a lot of good music where it was some shit that super was like, oh, that shit's hard, homie, because we actually had a singer that actually could blow. Like the singer had like super tight vocals, and he came out with a gang of choruses, and we had this one song, She's Only For Me. You guys probably heard it. She's only for me. She's got a little bit of something. So that song took off. I start thinking I'm Casanova, right? I'm not married at this time. I started messing with different females in the halfway house. I started messing with females that like to party, drink, and I start going on passes to their house and party. Well, they don't care about the Savage. They just want to get drunk, and it's good for the time being. They like to drink with Savage, and homegirls like sponsored in my house. So I think I'm Casanova, looking dumb as hell, partying in the halfway house. Well, anyways, long story short, I go back to the halfway house one day, and I get hemmed up because I'm at a location at the Wayway. I was gone for like 7 hours. They tried to file an escape and said I literally tried to escape, but they couldn't make it stick because you got to be gone for 48 hours in the halfway house. So they sent me back to the penitentiary for my remainder. I'm back in the penitentiary, bro. I'm back in the county, Adams County, and I'm looking at these walls like, dang, bro, what did I just do? Thinking you was Casanova, Savage, you got hemmed up, and I was sick to my stomach. That day, 4th, right there, when I was in that county again, going back to the penitentiary, and you got to understand, I didn't just have a year. I had almost 3 years left till I MRD'd from the penitentiary. So I had to go, I still had at least 3 years to go do my remainder, and I couldn't get back out to the Wayway or nothing. So I was going to go sit down for another 3 years. And I'm feeling so sick in Adams County, like, man, after I get out this time, I'm never coming back to the penitentiary. I made myself a promise, right? So I get back to Bend County Correctional Facility. Bend County's terrible. Bend County Correctional Facility is terrible, bro. It's the reason why it's so terrible is because if you progress in the penitentiary and you're on like level 4s and you're on maxes and mediums and stuff, and then you go down to privates, you got everybody on the facility with new numbers. There's some riders and killers in Bend County Correctional Facility, but there was not a lot of fools that were doing life sentences. Now, when you're on other facilities, there's fools never coming home. You'll talk to a fool that got 1,000 years. And I didn't know what to say because this fool got 1,000 years. He ain't never gonna see his family. But Ben County, it was like fools had some time, but they were gonna go home eventually. But in saying that, you had a lot of youngsters trying to gang bang Central. When I say gang bang Central, you had a lot of fools that didn't know how to do time, but they were on the yard running amok, gang banging. And at this time, I'm calling out to the house. I'm calling out to the house, and the homie, my cousin Michael, my cousin Mike's, he's like, bro, that She's Only For Me track is taking off. We're performing it in the clubs. We're performing it. And I was so hurt to my stomach because I'm like, this fool, the homie's performing and he's rapping my verse, but there was so much people supporting the She's Only For Me track. To this day, that's one of the hardest tracks. I'm sorry to say, y'all. I'm sorry to say, Paper Route Records. Much love to all my Paper Route riders. That track right there, one of the hardest tracks off of Paper Route Records, man. And there's some classics. There's some real anthems for Paper Route, but that She's Only For Me, that was the sound, homie. So I do the rest of my remainder. I'm hearing all this stuff go on. I'm hearing all this stuff go on with Paper Route Records and, Launching Gats, because now it's a group. Launching Gats formed into a group. I'm just not there to perform. I'm not there to be in the mix. But I keep calling the house, and my cousin's like, bro, we got that. When you touch, we're saying off. We're doing this music thing, bro. Like super, we're doing this music thing. There's so much shine on this music thing. I said, oh, that's what's up, Rada. So I get out and I'm on the gang. I get out and I MRD, mandatory release date. And out here, when you get out of the penitentiary for the first time, everybody in the penitentiary knows this. They give you $100 gate money, right? They give you $100 gate money. And they say, we're going to give you 2 to 3 weeks in a hotel, vouchers on parole. And then you got to have your own spot in 2-3 weeks. So you better have a spot. You better have a place where you're going to work, because parole out here, they don't have no pity. They will send you back ASAP. So check this out, people. I'm from East Denver, right? I'm from the east side, homie. We all lokes. We all keyways. We all crippin', right? At this time, I'm gang banged out too. At this time, bro, I earned a name in prison and everything. So I think, I'm big homie now, homie. I got little homies, baby Sevlokes and all this, right? I get out and where do they send me? Of all places, they send me to the opposition's hotel. They send me straight to the west side. They send me straight to the Knox block. They send me straight where all the rivals are, homie. I'm in the middle of Gangbang Central, bro. When you go over here where I was, the hotel's grimy as hell. And I started having to tell the homies to come through. So I'm on parole in the hotel, and I have to tell the homies to start sliding up to the hotel. And that's one thing I did not want to do. I didn't want fools to know where I was. I didn't want fools to come to the hotel. But when you're in them territories, bro, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing you could do. You got to have the homies around just in case shit pop off. But then again, the homies, they bring the most toxicness. They bring the craziness. You might have a homie come over with the blicky. Don't they call it the blicky? You might have everybody at the hotel with the blicky blicks. You know what I'm saying? Pull up and everybody strapped down. You're on parole. You're like, man, I'm going to get caught up again. Well, then I met Lady Sev. Lady Sev comes in my life. Well, I didn't meet Lady Sev. I knew Lady Sev, but she comes back in my life. We start talking, and I'm still trying to live, in the lifestyle. But I'm honestly, now I have a cool parole officer, and I told him, I'm not trying to go back, bro. I'm trying to do what I got to do. Hey, if I do what I got to do for so long, can you let me off of ankle monitor? And I used to have this big ass ankle monitor that was like a big old, it was like as big as my face, bro, on my ankle. And it was waterproof, and that shit used to vibrate. But it was because I was in the gang files. He lets me off, and after a while, he starts giving me lesser and lesser supervision. He actually don't even really check up on me after a while, because I started showing him that I was trying to stay out. And he knew my uncles that are from the penitentiary also, and he said, "Hey, are you gonna follow in your uncle's footsteps?" I said, "Hell nah, bro. I'm trying to stay away from that place. I'm gonna do everything in my possibility to stay out." So Aaron Anderson, man, shout out to that fool. He cuts my ankle monitor off early, and he says, "Hey, I'm only gonna check up on you one time a month. You do what you gotta do. Just don't get in trouble. Don't catch a new case. Don't be out here drinking and doing all the craziness." So I said, "Hey, Aaron, I do music. Can I go to these venues? Can I go do some music?" Sure enough, bro, he's like, "Yeah, if you're making money," and we had some merchandise. So we start going, and I start going and doing music at these venues, Dolly's, Muñecas, you know what I'm saying? Prime Times, Rumors, bro. We did all kinds of venues, and this is when I was on parole. But that's not good, people, because I'm gonna tell you like this. When you go to these shows out here, everybody in the Denver metro knows each other. You know what I'm saying? They know each other. So you start running into exes, you start running into, people that you have beef with, because Denver metro, it's kind of small, homie, when it comes to the music aspect, and all the neighborhoods pull up to these venues. You don't know who you're gonna run into in these venues. Let me just say it like that. And our sector, we're hated by people in different sectors. So we're always going, and we're always militant when we go. There's always some shit popping off. There's always some shit popping up with other music groups, other hoods and different things. And then you run into everybody, right? So for a minute, that's what we were doing, bro. Like, there was times where I'm on parole and I'm literally beating fools up, where we could have got caught up in literally going back to the pen for violating parole. So anyways, long story short, because I gotta go do something. But later down the road, bro, the music aspect got a little bit big. Now me and my brother, baby bro, shout out to Route. We said, hey, he's another member that grew up our family, boom. And me and launching Gats, we were like, let's form another group with my bro in it called Tripolar. My brother, he has the same sound as the whole Paper Route. So, he got that harmonizer. He a real Casanova. So we cool money, bro. We form a group called the Tripolar Camp. Tripolar. 3 fools, all the same, from the same sector, but we're all different in our own way. We called it Tripolar. And we had the Tripolar Camp come out. Well, in this aspect of time, we started getting our name out there. Like, a big buzz was because everybody started following us, bro. Like, and it was majority of female audience. So a lot of females loved the music. Like, and that was one thing Lady Sav hated. Like, she was like, nope, I'm not feeling this. I don't like this aspect. Man, I don't like the music. Man, forget music. I was stubborn. I did whatever I was going to do. And I did my music aspect. Well, my brother, Raul Casanova, shout out to him. He's real. Seymour, welcome. Seymour Butts. So he's real tapped in the city. Like, my brother got out, and I told you about him, like, in previous videos. He had clubs on lock, bro. Like, he had the club. This is what he did. He was one of them dudes that hit the club. But in doing that, he was networking in the clubs. Well, he runs into this fool named Symes Carter out here, and he's a producer, right? And Symes Carter and these other fools out wanted to put money into my brother. They come across this contest. I don't know if it was a contest, but they come across this thing where Lil Wayne was in town at where the Blue Bear is downtown, and there was 2 artists that were welcome to be on that slot. Sure enough, bro, Symes Carter locks it in, and my brother gets the slot for the Lil Wayne show, and Tripolar was infected, so we were pulled into that shit. And I did shows before, bro, but this show with Lil Wayne, when we were over there and we opened up, bro, that was the biggest audience I ever seen, homie. Like, we came out on stage, bro, and that whole arena was filled. And like I said, I did shows before, Ogden Theater, the Roxy Theater, but that show right there, that was like, hey, homie, that was like one of them things, a pinnacle of you doing your music aspect. Like, it hit you like, damn, bro, this is a real venue. And yeah, that was a cool experience, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Lil Wayne though, Lil Wayne, bro, he's a good artist, but that fool, we had the VIP aspect in the back, and that fool would not even come shake our hand, homie. Like, you're in our city, and he was so scared to even come say what's up. And it was cool at that time because the homie Mac 10, he was up there, he was messing with Lil Wayne, and Mac 10 didn't even have no problems, bro. He came up to us, and we are like, hey, you in Denver, man? Welcome to the city. Welcome to Denver. And he just talked. He had a whole conversation with me and my bro, homie. So shout out to Mac 10. He was a cool ass fool, bro. But yeah, bro, the music aspect, it was cool. It was a big aspect of my life. Like, you can go listen to my music if you want. Launching Gats, type that into your YouTube, bro. All my music will pop up. You know, you hear my music on here too, man. Bronco anthems, you know what I'm saying? We really did a lot of music, bro. So go check us out. Go check out a Rapo Trues also. Paper Route Records, bro. That's all the entourage, the record label. And the homie Easy, bro. I remember, you know, I met you when we were doing the Blue Drop and Thug one, bro. When I was selling them CDs out there, man. You picked up a lot of projects. And that was cool, homie. So I appreciate the support, you know. So I had to do it, man. I had to definitely, you know what I'm saying, chop it up and let it be known, man. Paper Route Records, though. I don't really do music no more, like, per se, and you know, the record label and all that stuff, bro. Like, I will always be Paper Route Records, though. I don't do concerts no more. I don't do shows. I kind of just left it alone. After the aspect of stuff getting like crazy out here, I kind of just, you know, I had to get my shit together. And that's that, man. Thank you for everybody tapping in. I see some fools tapped in on the story. Yeah, but um, you got monetized. Damn, I didn't even know I got monetized, my homie. You know, my cousin lived in Denver for a while, but his homies were your rivals. Yeah, and like now, homie, to be honest, homeless, I don't have rivals no more. To be honest, God has been good to me. I used to cause a lot of trouble and cause a lot of conflict for myself because we should have been focusing on music, like I'm saying, and I would be out there gang banged out, bro, tripping on fools. Um, a quick story, homie, and I told this story before. Um, one day Tech Nine's coming out here to the Ogden Theater. This is before, you know what I'm saying, he did shows at the Fillmore. He came to the Ogden Theater. Ogden Theater is kind of a littler venue out here. And me being who I was at the time, I was like, you know what, cuz these fools is in the city, homie. I told the homies about, there was about like 7, 10 of us, homie. I said, hey, bro, I said, we going over to this Tech Nine concert. We're gonna go try to be good, but we pressing everything at the Tech Nine concert, bro. Like, whoever's over there that ain't from us, they get impressed. So we just had some shit pop off in the mall a week before that. We go up there, bro, and sure enough, the fools that we just got into it at the mall pull up to the Tech Nine concert, and we're about to fade out on Ogden and Colfax. Like, there used to be an Independent right there and a Blockbuster, and we literally turned up where we're about to fade out. Well, Travis and Henry, Tech Nine's people, they run out with the security guard like, hey, Rapo Trues, y'all just we don't want to call the cops, just bounce. So we bounce, we get drunk, and we go back like some stupid asses, bro. We go back, and soon as we get back, we just run up on the first fools we see, and we start just punching them up, and it turned into a big old rumble, bro. Yeah, but it was always like that, man. Like, but bro, I don't really got rivals like that no more, man. I'm just chilling. I just work, homie. I get money now. You know what I'm saying? All my enemigos, to be honest, they either died, they're not here no more, or, you know, their family. I ran into some fools that I had beef with, bro, and it was crazy, homie, because them fools are like, I grew up, bro. I got kids now, and I just pressed them like, what's up, homie? What you about now, bro? Because, like, are we tripping still? Nah, bro, it's all this. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm blessed, homie. What up, Blue Low? What's good with you, homie? Help me, please. What's up? What's up? My high stars. I don't know what you just said right there, but thanks for the support, homie. But yeah, man, good old days, man. Now I just chill, go to work, go to church, relax. Nah, I got monetized. I don't know if you did or not. Oh, that's tight, bro. Hell yeah, man. Let's see what time it is. Oh, I gotta go take a shower here in a minute. I'll stay on here for a couple more minutes. What y'all on though? Yeah, that's a little story about the music aspect. One thing I gotta say about Denver, bro, like being in that shit and just seeing, because it's involved now. Like, there's a lot of fools that do music out here in Denver. Denver. I'll tell you this, bro. I love my city, but we have some of the biggest haters out here, bro. The city does not show each other love. I remember being back doing music, homie, and being out there like in the streets. Fools are literally tell you, I do music I can't support. You know what I'm saying? And it was like that, bro. That's one reason why it was hard for anybody to blow out of Denver, because there's just a lot of hate. Just chilling, cuz still getting turned up right now. You a fool, Rada. The homie said I'm still drinking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the city was not really embracing each other, bro. That was one thing of the downfall of the Denver Metro was um not a lot of support. And then another thing is too, bro, like you go to other cities and fools really show each other love. Venues, they off the strength of just the city, them fools are doing, concerts and doing shows and just pulling fools in to let them fools get their shine. Out here in Denver, bruh, sometimes in these venues, you gotta pay to perform, and then you can sell tickets too, but like it's not like other cities, bruh. And that's one reason why the Denver Metro really ain't took off. I mean, to be honest, if you want to be truthful, now, like I said before, a lot of music was terrible from Denver. There wasn't a lot of artists like talented wise, and it all sound the same. But now there's so many artists that are actually pretty decent, but they're not gonna blow out here unless they actually travel. They're not gonna actually, become what they want unless they leave Denver and go show their music to other cities and then come back. Arapo Trues set the tone. They're one of the most legendary groups out here. Like, there's a lot of new artists, and people will be like, this. Arapo Trues had the most CD sales in the city, bruh. They paved the way for a lot of stuff in this city. But after a while, like Trev Rich, and you know what I'm saying, you got what's homie 100 Pack 6, Iraq 6. You got them fools, Interstate Ike and all them fools, bro. They're pretty popular. Um, and Trev Rich actually signed with Cash Money Millionaires, but he didn't really get to put out music a lot. Like, they didn't put out a lot of his music. So yeah, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Yeah, so easy, man. I hope I answered your questions. I'm gonna leave this up. I'm gonna leave this stream up, man. Thank you for the support, bro, and thank you for the request. I'm gonna start doing some requests like this, bro. I dig the live stream aspect of requests, because you guys could answer questions too. If you have any questions, y'all could answer them. I mean, y'all could ask them, and I can answer them while we're doing the live. But yeah, that was a cool aspect of my life, man. Yeah, that was too, bro. FBP. See, that's the thing is, bro, FBP, they had a sound, homie, and they should have kept it just the music. Like, cause they, like, when I say you have to have a specific sound, bro, and Rapo Trues and Paper Route Records had that sound. FBP, they had that sound, homie. They had a sound that people were drawn into. Now that's what you have to have. You got to have that sound that people from other cities and states want to mess with. People want to hop on your shit, and they had that sound. But like a lot of people, bro, they're too tied into their belief system. They're too tied into the neighborhood. They're too tied into gang banging, bro. When that's a downfall for a lot of people, homie. Like, and they didn't just have. Now let me get it straight like this. Let me put it straight. They didn't have just the gang banging aspect to their music. They had shit that people were gonna feel and they were gonna sing. They had them tunes. Because there's a lot of gangbangers that got some good music, like a lot of West Coast artists that got that straight gaudy gangbanger, but they'll never blow, bro, because of just nobody wants to just I come from that life, and nobody wants to be rocking that shit, listening to that shit 24/7. Like, that shit is not gonna blow. You're not gonna get that played in the club. You're not gonna get that played where people are hearing that just that gangbanging gaudy stuff. That's why we had a different sound, bro, because you gotta appeal to everybody. You gotta appeal to the audience, bro. And like gang banging music, that's only gonna appeal to one audience. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for sure, FBP, they had a sound like no other, bro. They was putting it down for their neighborhood and everything. I just, too bad they got caught up in that shit, man. To be honest, to be 100% honest, they got caught up. Damn, let's see. This guy reminds me of my old neighbor. He was always to help a kid out, and he what the hell? He went penis inspections. They came around at school. I swear, my coach used to always single me out until he helped me. Damn, bro, you and your neighbor was close, homie. See, that's the mindset right there. That's why a fool won't blow, because a mindset like that, 40 not found, man. That's why you ain't never gonna blow, because your mindset, it keeps you back in life. uh, but what's good, man? I'm gonna stay on here for a couple more minutes. You know what I'm saying? What's good with you guys? Thank you for everybody tapping in. It's a good feel. It's a good feel. Mile High salute. Look at them. Look at the champions right there, man. Yeah, if you guys want to hear the music, bro, go. I I have so many people that say crazy comments, bro. That shit just is. I don't even. It don't even phase me no more, because it's just like I get crazy comments probably every live stream, bro. On that same level of ludicrousness. But hey, bro, that's what makes the live stream sometimes fun, homie. Because you gotta have some humor, But yeah, bro, go check out the music, man. 40 not found, man. Go check out the music of Rap Old Truths, bro. Paper Route Records, We love even the insight, even if it's some shit that you might not agree with, you don't like, bro. Let it be known, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tap out though. Mile high salute to everybody, bro. Thank you for tuning in to the story time of when Savage did music, you know. And that's what I'm gonna be doing a lot more than just doing a video aspect, man. So if you guys got questions, you know what I'm saying, and you got any requested videos, because there's a lot of people that request videos, and then I'm like, dang, like I can't get to all of them, or what I'm saying, I missed some of them, because I've been seeing a lot of questions like requested videos I missed. I'm gonna be doing live streams a lot to do requested videos, so you could pull up. I tagged in the homie. Yeah, I'm gonna come through. Hey, bro, I like your channel, homie. The homie came through with it. What's up, bro? What's up, Rada? How you doing, Madman? My high salute to Madman, homeless in America. Um, yeah, bro, we definitely gonna get a lot of stuff going. Um, oh, and if you're a sport fanatic, me and the homie, we're coming out with a new channel for the Bronco content. We got a lot of stuff going on with the NFL over there, man. You guys tap in. I'm gonna have a link in the description for that channel also. You know what I'm saying? Because we do sports. And but yeah, man, Aco tapping in, brother. Much love. Mall high salute. Love my Aurora homies, man. Y'all have some good talent out there too with music, bro. Like there was some fools in Aurora, Julox. I remember Julox came out from the A Town, bro. They were getting it in from Aurora. And that's one thing right now, bro, is like that's where everything's at in Denver. Like the Denver Metro, a lot of fools moved to Aurora. So right now that's a melting pot for every different neighborhood, every type of genre of life. You go over there, and some of the blocks over there look like other countries. There's so many people, refugees, and you know what I'm saying? Like I was living in the Kitty Hawk apartments and Cranberries over there, and it was like wild wild safari over there, bro. Central, it was crazy over there, man. Lima Street, Colfax and Lima, it was turned up over there. The Joliettes, shout out to them fools, you know. But yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, man. Mall high salute to everybody. I'm tapping out though. Y'all be good, man. And stay blessed out there. Mall high salute.